Quincy in Atlanta, Georgia, suggested I make a video on how to fold clothes. Quincy, I think that's a great suggestion. When I was in college, I had a roommate, and he would wash his clothes, dry them, then dump the clean clothes in a pile at the foot of his bed. When he was getting dressed, just go pull out a pair of jeans, put it on, and wear it. That may be convenient, but I think there's a better way. If you haven't watched the video on how to do laundry, you might want to check that out here first. Before I show you how to fold clothes, let me give you a pro tip. Fold your clothes right out of the dryer. If you fold your clothes right out of the dryer, you save yourself a lot of time. I have a basket right below the dryer so I can pull a couple out at a time, keep it going, and then fold these. And if I have one or two other baskets right by me, I can sort them. That's the pro tip. And you also want to have a little bit of dampness, not completely dry, for things that are susceptible to wrinkles. It will be less wrinkled if you get it with just a hint of dampness as you're taking it out. Stepmom doesn't agree with me on that, by the way. She likes it all the way dry. We're going to start with the easy things. Towels. Here's how I fold towels, and I learned this way from Stepmom. Fold it in half and then fold it in fourths, and then depending on how wide the towel is, either fold it in thirds or fourths, like this. So the outside's in and make a sandwich that way. This stacks in a linen closet quite nicely, and it looks good. For hand towels, fold it in half lengthwise, and then fold it in half once this way. And depending on where you're storing it, we just leave them like that. If you need to, you can fold it once more. I used to fold these the same way I fold the towels, in half this way, and then half again, and then fold them in half this way. But then every time I went to use it, I had to unfold it all the way and then fold it this way to put it in the hand towel rack in the bathroom. So 4 or 5 years into my married life, I realized I could fold it in half this way and fold it once that way. When I pull it out of the closet, it's ready to go right into the hand towel rack. Nifty little trick. All of the towels are folded and ready to be put away. I know I just showed you how to do towels out of the dryer. Towels are probably the one thing that don't really matter if you do them out of the dryer or not. You could take the whole batch out when it's dry, take it up and fold it somewhere else so you can keep the laundry going, because towels don't wrinkle. In this load I've got sheets and underwear. Let me show you how to deal with those. So, pillowcases. If you get them right out, just fold those in half, half again, and then in half widthwise. Lion King, one of the greatest movies of all time. This pillowcase has come out of the dryer just like the other ones, but the fabric is a little bit wrinkled. You do have the option of ironing, and you watch the video about how to iron. If you don't like to iron, one thing that can make it more fun is to get a movie, set up the ironing board, watch the movie while you iron. And that's pillowcase. Underwear. I fold briefs like this. Position them like that. I fold them in half in the middle to the inside, and then I just put them in my drawer like that. If you want, you can fold it in half again and put it in your drawer like that. Boxers, make sure they're right side out, and then in half and in half again. That's underwear. I have a king-size flat sheet that I'm going to fold. This one, you grab 2 of the corners, and this is the side I want to be on the bed, so I'm leaving that on the outside as I fold this, so that when I put it on the bed, I can unfold it rather than unfold it and then have to turn it over. I line up the 2 corners here. After folding it in half, pull it down with my other arm till it's about halfway through, and then keep it even here. Then hold it with this hand, work my way down to the other corner, and line up the corners here, like so. Now, holding this corner here, I can come and make sure the sides are mostly all the way out and unfolded. And now I should have, between these 3 points that I've got, no wrinkles generally. So now I'm going to drop the middle section, put the 2 corners together, go back and get that middle section, and make sure that it's flat. Now it's down to a manageable size, and then fold it in half again. If you have to, you can use your chin, like so, and fold it down to a good size for you to put it in your linen closet. I'll call that good. Stepmom does it better than I do. Now for some real fun, we're gonna fold a fitted sheet. A fitted sheet has elastic all around the edge, or at least on 2 sides of the edge of the sheet. Find where the tag is and make sure that's on the inside. With that on the inside, here's the seam. Put my hand up to that seam's corner and grab that right there. And with the other lengthwise corner there, try to fold this as if it were a flat sheet, even though it's not. I should really have Stepmom show you how to do this, because she is much better at it than I am. Now I've got that roughly folded in half this way. I'm going to come up here And notice I'm leaving length in the middle on the inside so that it would be a rectangular sheet that I'm folding. I've got the middle here. I'm going to stretch it as far as I can and then just put those two together, hold it here, and I'm generally trying to get a flat sheet fold out of a fitted sheet. And then I'll fold it in half again. In this case, I'll use the floor to help. Pick it up in the middle here, fold it in half again. That's about as good as Stepdad's gonna do. I'll see what Stepmom can do. I got Stepmom to agree to be in this one to show us how she folds a fitted sheet because she does it better than I do. How do you do it?
First of all, find the two corner seams and I fold them together. And then I hold on to that, come down to the other two corner seams, find them, get them together, and then I bring them together. Then I even it out there, holding the corners in one hand, and kind of go and put the corners out together like that. Push my hand through so that the corners are matching up. Then I bring the shorter one together there, and then the other one comes in and I just hold it together there. And then I put the bottom part there, try to line that up and bring that together and fold it in.
Now you know how Stepmom folds it. And it always looks better when she does the fitted sheets than when I do. In this load, we've got shirts. Let me show you how to fold a t-shirt. It's already right side out. Shake it out. Make sure the seam at the bottom is not folded over. Fold it in half. Same thing on the seams on the sleeves. Make sure those are folded out. Line up the sleeves like that. Fold the sleeves over, fold it in half again. Here's a long sleeve shirt. So grab it by the collar, hold it so that it's even like that, shake it down, fold it in half, pull the sleeves out, line them up, fold them down like that, and then fold it half. And you need to fold it in half again that way, or if it has printing on it, I like to fold it out so that you can see which shirt you've got. I've got some blue shirts that have different logos that are very close in color. Makes it easier. Here's a sweatshirt, same thing. Grab it by the shoulders, by the collar, shake it out, fold it in half, hold the sleeves out, line them up, fold them down like that. These I like to do in thirds so they fit in my drawer better. So I fold that in the third. If you have a polo shirt, you can fold these, but I just hang them up. So you want to get them out before they're wrinkled. Get them on a hanger, just hang them up. By the way, you can get your My Stepdad apparel at the Stepdad store. There's a link in the description. So polo shirts I don't fold unless I'm traveling. If I am gonna fold a polo shirt, let me show you how to do that. First of all, lay it flat on the bed, face down, spread out the sleeve. About a third to a fourth of the way over, fold it over so that it's straight down there, and then fold the sleeve back half again. Do the same on the other side, and then fold the sleeve back again. Then from the bottom, take it up about a fourth, another fourth, and then finally the last fourth. And there you have a polo shirt that's ready to pack in a suitcase or put in the drawer. Remember, if you're a young man growing up and your dad is not in your daily life, then go to maptomanhood.org and download the guide that will help you learn some lessons that you may not learn since your dad's not there. This kind of an activity would be on the self-discipline track, primarily on the chores chart. Let's keep going. The jacket. We just went on a camping trip. My sweetheart doesn't like the smell of campfire smoke. I think it's fantastic. So she launders it and we'll hang it up after. It can dry the rest of the way at room temperature. If you're getting value from this video, then do me a favor and hit the like button. Pants. Here's how you do shorts. Get them right side out. I shake them down like that because often the hems at the bottom will fold over like this, and that shake gets them to where they're unfolded. Then fold it in half this way, and then fold it in half again, and it's ready to go in the drawer. When you find Kleenex in the dryer, that means you didn't check your pants pockets before you did the wash. Long pants. Two ways you can do these. This is how I usually do them. So you get the inseam. The inseam is that seam that's on the inside of the crotch. When you're sizing your pants, it's your waist and your inseam. So if you're a 31-30, that means you're a 31 around the waist and a 30 from the bottom of the seam up to your crotch. So that's the inseam. So you grab the inseam, hold those together, and then on the outside, you line up the outseam, pull those together, and then just shake it down. And when you do that, it should line up fairly uniformly. Sometimes there's a little twist. Fold it in half, lengthwise. When you do, if you've got wrinkles like this here, make sure that the leg is is out all the way like that so that there's no folds underneath on the inside. Once you've got it like that, fold it in half again, and they're ready to go in the drawer. There's another way you can do these. This is usually how they have it in the store. If you start up at the top and hold it like this, then you can fold it in half this way. Now you're actually folding it with the seams primarily on the edges. So here's my inseam here, and the outer seam is on the outer edge. You can fold it that way and fold it in half and fold it in half again. Whatever your preference is, I like to do it usually the other way because then I kind of have more of a crease in the front, but with jeans you don't really care about creases. Ready for the drawer. Gym shorts, grab them by the waist, hold them by the outside edges, fold it in half that way, and then fold it in half again. Now, I can show you how to fold clothes all day long, but until you do it yourself, you're not going to know how to do it for sure. So make sure you do this next time you're doing laundry. I'm going to keep this going on air dry until I've got all of the clothes folded out of here, except for socks. Generally, socks don't wrinkle. These are just about the perfect dampness, so I can feel a little bit of moisture in the hem, but dry enough that I know I don't have a mildew problem when I'm done. That's the way to minimize wrinkles when you're folding clothes. Jeans take the longest to dry. How do we fold socks? First of all, pair them up. We've got calf height, ankle height, white, my socks, my wife's socks, our son's socks. Pair them up. Once you've got them sorted, there's 3 ways that you can fold them, at least that I fold them. One is fold them in half. You got a pair, fold them in half, you can put them in your drawer like that. Occasionally I'll have a heel that will wear through and I'll throw one sock away, and so I'll have an odd one. Ankle high ones, I just put them like this and I alternate the orientation so that when I'm grabbing a pair in the morning, I get these two. That's one way you can do it. Just fold them in half and stack them, or mate them and stack them. Here's what my mom used to do when I was a kid. She would roll them up like this and take the outer one and stretch it through the inner one. And you got a little ball of a pair of socks. You can also fold it in half, take the outer sock, tuck the rest of it on the inside through, and there's a pair of socks. Those are your options with socks. Quincy, I hope this helps you know how to fold clothes better than you did before. Put it in the comments, let me know if this helped. Always remember, you can still succeed even if your dad's not in your daily life, and you do have a dad that loves you. And if you want to know how to iron your clothes, and particularly shirts, then make sure you watch this video about how to iron shirts.